So this is a 1v1 episode and your titties are the guest.
Say hi.
Yeah, welcome back, Canal Street Dreams. It's me and Natasha. We wanted to do a one-on-one pod with her titties out. So that's what you get today.
We don't talk enough one-on-one with my titties out.
No.
In our waking life. So we needed to do a pod.
Yeah. I feel like we probably talk like once every 2 weeks with the titties out. You know, every 2 weeks we let the titties talk.
I feel like we talk a lot with my titties out.
Recently,
actually,
recently it's been much more. Since we opened the restaurant, it's been much more.
Yeah,
because we're like having a couple drinks at work. We're taking cabs home together.
Yeah, things are getting like a little bit funner.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, I
like life felt so serious for a second, and I feel like life is starting to feel a little bit like sexier.
It's hotter when you like work together in a restaurant, and then you're hooking up in.
I've said this so much, but there's just like. I mean, I don't know how to say it, like work romance. Like there's just something about a workplace romance. Everyone's hotter at work. Everyone's hotter at work. Like sometimes you'll be working with somebody and you're like, are they hot or are they only hot in the context of this job? And then you like might go a little bit further with somebody who you like would never entertain in the real world, but you're like, we're working together and you're now hot.
Why is this?
I don't know, but it always happens without fail. Can you think? I mean, we've talked about this, so I know your answer. But at every single job I've ever had, I will be like, that's the person, like, we're going to flirt. It's like, there's always that person at work. You're like, we're going to flirt. You're now so hot to me. I'm but only in these four walls.
See, I get the attraction of like, because I think for me, it's at work, it's like, it's a little naughtier. Yeah. To like blur the lines of like business and like horny.
It's
right?
like having sex in your parents' bed.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot.
Like something's off, but this is hot.
Like I'm a Michigan fan, and someone I dated, their dad had a Notre Dame room, and I loved smashing it up in the Notre Dame room. I was just like, you're gonna catch like Michigan D in the Notre Dame room. But how I would relate it to the workplace is it is hotter because it's like you're supposed to be working, but you're like also being horny.
Yeah.
But I would never hook up with people at work because I'm just like about my paper. I would never do anything to fuck up my paper because as a man.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I feel like the woman has to make the move at work for me in my mind.
Yeah.
But then even then, if she makes the move first and then you're like hooking up at work, it could fuck your paper up. So I was like, I love paper more.
Okay.
But for you, what is the attraction?
Yeah, maybe just like it's like forbidden.
Yeah.
It's like having a crush on your cousin.
Yeah, but being married, doing a pop-up together is like hotter because we're like in a workplace that we don't own. This is like Dylan's house. Like the flower shop is like Dylan and Ronnie's place.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like popping up here. So we have to respect their rules. We're not like really the proprietors.
That's what I mean. There's like something like it's like forbidden. Like it's like, ooh, like we probably shouldn't have sex in the kitchen.
Yeah, but I maybe will smell it in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm like, there's the walk-in. I'm like, somebody drop trowel in the walk-in. It's not the worst thing.
Yeah.
But it would be, and then there's just like, I think.
Just wash your hands.
Yeah, and then there's just the forever looming of like, you might get caught or someone's going to bring it up or like, I don't know. There's just something hot about it. There's just like, there's rules and structure involved. And
yeah, no, this is the only time I've done workplace because we're married and then we're working somewhere else.
Yeah.
And like, this is hot, but I don't usually do work because I'm just like, so like mind on my money.
Yeah. Well, I like to know that because I'm not always at work with you. So that's thank you for that, I guess, that I can feel confident when you go to work.
You can feel confident that I love money and will not fuck
and I
our
think that's
paper
why when we met, you were like, no more job, bitch.
Oh, you?
No, I'm kidding. No, I just mean when I was younger, it was fun. And I think it's just like a thing that I think everyone can relate to. It's like you always have a cutie crush at work.
Yeah, for me, it's also at work, you get to see like how somebody is in the octagon, so to speak. Like the person in the marketplace comes out, if that makes sense.
Yes. Well, I definitely think, and I'm repeating myself here, but like the hottest thing a guy can do is like be good at something. And it can be like mowing the lawn. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be work. But I think just like seeing a man hit that stride and that flow is sexy.
Even for me, watching you in the dining room, that's hot to me.
Yeah.
Like seeing you move around the room, talk to everyone, touch all the tables. And then the effect on my life is what I appreciate the most. Because now, most of the time when people come to our dinners, they always want to talk to me. They want photos. I love talking to people, but I also just want to make sure their food is good. I'm so focused on like, I just want to make sure you get a great meal. And now with you, they're like, wait, Natasha might be more fun to talk to. Like, this is great. And then I get to focus on cooking, which is what I prefer.
Natasha, off of 2 espresso martinis and like half of a Capri cigarette, is the best. I'm like, everyone here is getting the best version of me. Because
they're getting
that
the
is
best
truly
version.
me in like I've never existed in a better light. When I'm like, okay, I've had a little bit of caffeine with my tequila and then like now I'm smoking cigs. But
I mean, you excel at this, you know, like past work, everything, you know, like.
Yeah, but this is, I'm like, this is the only job I've ever known, is like whoring myself out in a undisclosed location. Like, and I mean that in the
people don't realize the experience they're getting.
They don't
like,
realize that I'm a professional.
You're a professional at this. Like, that's what people don't realize. People are like, oh, have you been a manager at a restaurant before? Have you been a maitre d'? I'm like, no, she did some shit that's like significantly more high level than this.
I'm like, those are entry level positions for what I went on to do. Okay. But speaking of people that we talked to or that I talked to, I just want to bring this up because it's fresh in my mind. One night of the pop-up, a couple came in and they were pregnant and she was in her 3rd trimester. And I was chatting with her because just in our circle of friends, it's known that you've induced a couple of labors with your... I mean, you've done it. I think it's just your spice profile, but it's been like don don noodles and jerk chicken. But it's a spice that you use specifically, the way you combine it. 2 women have gone into labor almost immediately after eating food from you. And I told her, I was like, hey, if you want to have this baby, because she was like, I don't know, I think I'm going to have my membrane sweep and I think I'm going to get induced. For anyone that's never had a kid, that's basically just like when you don't progress naturally and have your kid, doctors will intervene and be like, we're going to do this thing. And I was like, if you want to have that baby naturally, like, let me go get you a stir fry. And so you made her a stir fry and she DM'd me and took it home, ate it, and she was like, she's like, I literally had it for dinner and I went to sleep and woke up, my water broke.
Oh my God.
Baby is here. So she had her daughter and I was like, that is just like the greatest interaction and experience I think I've ever had in my life, is like just to even like get the follow-up. I'm like, wow, you like, I mean, you blessed their baby.
It was kind of crazy. It's one of the things that I have helped induce 4 babies.
4 now, yeah.
But I try not to I don't want to take credit or like, I don't want to oversell it because I'm like, what if it doesn't? But it has happened 4 times.
1 time I think is like coincidence. 2 times is luck. 3, 4 times, there's something there. This is real.
If I'm backtracking is, what I always heard was spicy food helps induce, curb walking helps induce. Just kind of like, just changing the juju also, or just like changing the BPMs in there is what gets it going. Yeah, moving
shit around, keeping it like active. Yeah. I don't know.
But I think the key is, because I've done it with jerk chicken, I've done it with dan dan noodles, and now we've done it with a pork and tofu stir fry.
Yeah.
The key, I think, is to have a 6 to 7 out of 10 spice profile and give them a dish that they won't stop eating. Like, you gotta
you have to eat it fast.
I think you gotta eat a lot of it, because sometimes when shit's too spicy, you'll have a few bites, but you're not gonna eat the whole thing. Like, sometimes when we get green curry, I'm just like, this shit, this Thai restaurant, it's too spicy. I'm not gonna finish the dish.
A break. Yeah.
I think it's key that the spice is at a level that you can finish the meal.
Okay.
And like get enough of it in there to like bang.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's like the volume consumption within that short period of time with the spice is what's really doing it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because like when we cooked Dan Dan noodles for Reiko and Jarrett, and it was just like, I think there was a little too much hype around it, but also because Jarrett was eating, I reduced the amount of spice just because I eat with Jarrett and I know his palate.
You know he can't handle too much spice.
Yeah. And then Reiko, I think, likes a bit more spice and can handle a bit more. So hers, I don't think it induced her. I think she had the baby like maybe 3 to 4 days later. So we have nothing to do with it. I think hers needed a little bit more spice, but the other 4, it was like dead on.
3 to 4 days is still like really, I mean, in baby time, there's people that their due date is X and then they go 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Ours is like they ate it in the next day or like, the next day morning, the baby's coming. Yeah. So it was like dinner to morning. And I was like, I feel like there's enough correlation.
You're responsible. The baby's middle name is Eden. It's like Eden, Eddie, something. Dan.
No, but I like cooking for pregnant women because it's just like at the end, at the 9th month, you're just like something. Like you need something to believe in.
You know what's crazy is like at the 9th month for me, I thought I would like the first couple months I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat healthy and like this isn't about me. Like I'm eating to get, like I want all the baby to get the choline and the DHA and all of these things. And I was like, I'm gonna get freaky with it at the end because then like nothing matters. You can kind of just have fun. I like couldn't eat. It was like I was too full all the time because there's so much baby and you think you're gonna like throw down. You think you're gonna out eat everybody. There's way too much baby in your stomach and like your body to be able to actually enjoy the food. Like I would be like taking 2 bites of things and been like, fuck.
The crazy thing as a man, like look, just being pregnant as a woman is significantly hard. The just mind fuck as a man is you want, at least for me, I wanted to like be of service and helpful to you. Yeah. Right. So anytime, whatever phase you were in, I was like, I want to get you what you want. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I got you something and it worked and you liked it, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like I'm going to keep getting it. But when you're pregnant, your taste literally changes like every 3 days. And
I would even say like you think you want something and then you're eating it, at least for me. I would be like, oh my God, I just want In-N-Out so bad. And I'd get to In-N-Out and be like, this is fucking disgusting. I hate it here.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, yo, you just hate me. Fuck you. And then now, like it takes a while for the pregnancy vibronis, like hormones, postpartum, everything to fade. Now that we're back, just us, like romantic as partners now, if we were to go through it again, I'm just going to be, dude, don't take anything personal. Everything changes by the minute. Like
I think it truly, I mean, I've heard when I was pregnant, I would like be looking to other women for advice. And I'm like, how long till you go back to normal? And people would tell me 2 years. They were like, from when you have that baby, pregnancy is its whole thing. You're going to have your kid and then 2 years, you'll feel like yourself. And I was like, that's crazy. Like 2 years is such a stretch. That's insane. But now that we're about to hit the 2-year mark, I think it's true. Our son's 21 months and I'm like just feeling like myself. I'm just getting to a place where I'm like, wow, I actually remember, not that I'll ever be me before kids, but I'm like, oh, I remember her. And like she's a little bit of like the essence is back.
Yeah, like that's what I got to see at the restaurant. Like you with Jimmy running around. Like
just being like funny.
Endless drinks, cigs outside. I was like, yo, she's so back. She's so bad. Because I haven't seen you with the cigarette since the night before you found out you were pregnant.
Yeah.
And then now you went off and got pregnant at work again.
Fuck. You think I'm pregnant? Knows? I might be.
You might be.
My boobs are kind of big right now.
You might be. We like really, we really like shot the club up.
Like multiple times. We're just like, fuck it.
Spun the block, came back around. Like I would guess so.
I know. I don't want to encourage anybody to like fuck their coworker, but it's good. It's so good. It's like some of the best sex you can have. Like I was like, we need to go home and have sex right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a way to like reignite the passion in a relationship after having kids. Is like, yo, let's work together and fuck.
Yeah. Because then you get like time away from your baby. It's guilt free. Because I'm like, we're working, we're making money, like we're providing for our family. And I can and I'm having a drink and a cigarette and like, you're so hot in the kitchen. I'm like, that's hot. You deserve
some dick at work now.
Yeah.
You're working. And it was even like.
Some working dick.
We allowed ourselves to lay in bed and just do nothing. And I think we invented foot 69.
We did.
You know?
Oh, we need to talk about that. That was so
fun.
hot. Okay. It was like 3 nights of this so
fun.
hot. Okay. It was like 3 nights of this pop-up. It had to have been like night 2 or 3. We were tired.
Night 2, my foot was killing me.
Okay, I remember. Yeah. We got home. We were just like too tired to have sex, but we laid in bed opposite. You laid
Well,
head
you offered
here.
to give me a foot massage, which was like incredible.
Yeah.
Because usually, doesn't happen.
You're usually massaging my foot. It's always on the menu for you, but I don't offer. You offer all the time. So head here, legs here. I'm head here, legs here, and we were massaging each other's feet, and it was foot massage 69.
Yeah.
That was hot.
Foot massage. Yo, when you're too tired to fuck, just foot massage 69.
It felt as erotic, or maybe more.
It's incredible.
I don't know.
I was definitely hard. I was definitely,
yeah, but it was kind of
hard.
nice to like just massage each other's feet and like go to sleep a little horny and then wake up and then have sex in the morning.
I'm very
like,
into just passing out and going into the other realm horny. You know, like foot 69, fall asleep, soaking. I'm a big soaking fan. I love soaking.
Say that, but like it's never a successful soak.
It's never a successful soak. I always got a nut, but I do love thinking that I'm going to fall asleep in there.
Yeah.
Like that's always nice, but I like falling asleep into the other realm horny.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know,
you can have some like horny dreams.
Yeah.
You know, it's like fun stuff. Wake up horny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just lay down by a finger. Just,
yeah.
You know,
yeah,
it's nice. I think it's very nice to transition to the other realm horny. So I highly recommend 69 foot.
Yeah.
This is a new wave.
Cool.
Like when it's too hot in New York in the summer too, just like foot 69 in the afternoon.
What do you mean too hot?
Sometimes it's like too hot and sweaty, and I'm just like I don't want to fuck right now. Like foot 69.
Really, I like being hot.
You
and
like
sweaty.
the sweaty?
I feel like it's like validating to me. I'm like, oh, we're like this is like the sweatier and like hotter it is. I almost feel like the more turned on I get. Like
I will in a car, bathroom, something
more,
in bed. I'm just like I need to be clean. I need to be clean.
I guess
I'm weird.
I don't know.
Like
I'm
that.
like the more bodily fluids involved, the better to me.
Yeah, you are
I'm
like that. I'm
into
like
bodily fluids.
I gotta
love
clean
it.
this bed. I gotta shower.
Yeah, like I'm
my
down to
dick is stuck to my
shower.
leg.
Yeah, but in the moment though, it's like post sex, you're like that was fucking disgusting. But I think any good sex, you should feel a little bit like embarrassed about what happened.
Yeah,
out
you
there.
should.
Like
you should
be
definitely
like,
feel embarrassed.
oh no,
Yeah,
like
you
I
should
did
be-
something. Yeah, like
No.
you should be like, whoa.
Like you just
I
ate
don't know,
barbecue.
yeah, like I just feel like if you really had
Yeah.
like if you really went for it, like part of you should be like
No, for sure.
in the shower, like, oh my god,
For sure.
that
For
was
sure.
weird, but whatever. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I agree with you. I just immediately have to shower.
Yeah.
I'm just
You
like
should
that.
shower a lot though. We've talked about this. We're like shower in the morning, shower in the afternoon, shower in the evening people.
Yeah, I'm
shower
4 to
a
5
lot.
showers a day in the summer.
Yeah.
Like it's hot right now.
I enjoy a shower.
But what else is going on right now is, do you think World War III is happening? Like right now, if you have to place a bet, I'm Las Vegas, is World War III happening?
I have consumed just so much news and media and like endless rabbit holes of TikTok and Instagram reels and like then the cut and every fucking possible avenue that you can about this topic that I don't know. You know, I don't know. I think I think, and like, please, nobody give me your opinion on my thoughts. This is just my opinion. I think World War III would have to involve Russia and China. So I think this right now, currently, what's happening, I don't know if it's World War III. I don't think it's good.
No, it's not good. It's not good.
But I don't know. And also, I just don't think that warfare is the same as we once knew it. So I don't think that we can compare to like when people are like World War I and World War II. I don't even think that our World War III would look the same. I think it's going to be much different. And like, I think, so I don't know, but I definitely think it's not good and it's bad. And like we're going down a bad path.
Yeah, I think we will avoid World War III simply because China doesn't want any part of this.
Right.
Like they're a smart country.
Right.
Like looking at the way our country's operating with the tariffs, when I see the moves China's making, like they're being smart and objective and prudent.
which China historically is.
Yeah. And like Russia is wilding out in the Ukraine still. They can't handle this.
Right.
And also they have nothing, like, I don't think they have anything
to gain. Yeah. And it's just
they can't beat up the Ukraine.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if they can't, I thought they were going to take the Ukraine out. Like, I thought that was going to be a quick situation. It hasn't been. So yeah, I don't think that this is going to be World War III, but I do think that, I think that the U.S. is going to suffer as a result of what's going on for a long period of time. And I think people are already suffering. So
yeah. And from what I'm reading and like hearing from astrologers, it's that like America, the last time that the astrology was in the place that it's in, America had a civil war, right? Yeah. Do you remember what is it?
I believe it has to do with Pluto.
Yes.
But I'm not 100% sure. I just know it's definitely not a good time. Like the U.S. is having some type of return, maybe a Pluto return, right?
Yeah.
So, or something, it's just like a time of chaos and upheaval.
Yeah.
And also, everybody talks about it. They're like, Rome, it's the end of Rome. Like empires don't last more than 200 years. And this is the history and the cycle, and it repeats itself. And like, there is truth to that as well.
If I have to predict, I don't think America will be able to drag China into this. Not that America wants to. I just don't think anyone is going to drag China into this. Mm-hmm. And for there to be a world war, you would need them involved.
Yeah.
But like,
that's how I feel.
Their economy works for them. Like they don't need to get busy. But I do think there is a significant amount of upheaval and change that is going to happen in America.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are, especially in our generation, maybe a little bit ignorant to how bad things could get on the home front. Like I think that a lot of people that maybe have been here for generations and generation, like our families respectively have not. Like my grandfathers were fighting in their own wars. And like, I know what it looks like to have to leave your country. You know what it looks like to have to leave your country. Things like this. I don't think a lot of people generationally in their families understand what that is or what that feels like. And I think we talk about it a lot of like, what if we have to leave here? Like, what if this life, for us to protect our family, where would we go?
Yeah.
And what does that look like?
Yeah, because my parents came from Taiwan when my mom was 17 and my dad was like in his mid to late 20s. Yeah. So like they're immigrants here and they never felt completely settled. Mm-hmm. So I've never felt completely settled. I've always been like, I may have to bounce at some time. Like when the pandemic came, I went straight to Taiwan.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to stay in Taiwan. And it just felt a little small and insular. Coming from a diverse, multicultural country like America, it was very tough for me to live in a country that didn't have that much diversity. Like I really missed it. Yeah. But I think America is just at this crossroads where either we're going to recognize that the best version of this country is multicultural and diverse and benefits from immigration, or we deny that and we shut our borders and we kick people out. And then we come to the realization that the Americans here refuse to do the jobs that we need done at the price that they need to be done at because of economies of scale and because of the big businesses that we've all paid into and helped scale and become monstrous. Yeah. So either it's embrace immigration or break up the monopolies and like fight for the middle class, fight for small business. But man, I don't know if people that talk about wanting jobs understand how difficult it is to run a small business. Like even just to find people to do this pod and produce it, insanely difficult.
Yeah.
And like people need jobs, people need money right now. And like Chris is the hardest working guy, you know, but in any industry, whether it's pods or restaurants, like whatever you're doing, you would think that people want jobs right now and that they would fight for them. But once they have them, they're cruising. And everyone I talk to in every industry is facing this right now.
Yeah, it's a real problem.
But America got too comfortable.
Totally. But yeah, it goes back to that quote, right? Hard times breed strong men breed easy times, that breed weak men, that breed hard times.
Yeah.
And I think we're in a pocket of like And it's not even about men or women, but it's just about like maybe our society got a little comfortable and a little weak, and like we've fostered some hard times.
Yeah, and
upon us.
I'm actually excited because I think rubber is going to meet the road, and either we acknowledge how we have benefited from immigration, slavery, all of these things, and like start to share what we have and embrace it once and for all, because it feels like every 80 years we fight over this shit again.
Yeah.
And just recognizing that like some businesses are way too big.
Yes.
Like when Instagram is hitting you up like, yo, boost your post through a website and Instagram on your desktop as opposed to the Apple store, you're like, yo, even these people are beefing because Apple controls too much.
Yeah.
And Google. And I think these companies are just way too big. When they're so big and they control so much, from like Amazon down to like the Whole Foods, where is the opportunity for small business to rise up?
Yeah, and then also I think that's kind of why we have a situation with like Elon Musk. It's like, when do these people stop existing as business entities and then become our government? Like why is Bill Gates making decisions about like health in countries?
Yeah.
Why is Elon Musk in the White House? Why are these people that are business owners, entrepreneurs, now trickling into our government or anyone's government for that matter? It's just like the water ggets muddy there.
Yeah.
And I think it gets too big and people get too powerful. And then like Mark Zuckerberg is on deciding, you know, can we get into that like the back end of Facebook and see what these people, it's just like it's too much.
Yeah, we talk about being in a democracy, but really we live in a digital
oligarchy.
Feudalism.
Yeah.
Like these people are feudal lords.
Yeah.
Like they control complete cities with their warehouses and their businesses.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because like I'm very pro Zohran right now as mayor of New York City. And mayor of New York City isn't even that powerful of a position, but because of Zohran's platform, these overlords are so worried. And there were even people like the owner of Gristedes, who happens to be a billionaire, which is insane because Gristedes is a terrible grocery store.
Arguably the worst in the city.
The worst.
It's like the discount food it's like the food goes to die there.
Yeah.
It's all already rotted.
Yeah.
It
It's
gets
like
to Gristedes.
It's like after the people selling fruit and vegetables on the street can't sell it anymore, it goes to Gristedes. Like Gristedes is just terrible.
I'll never forget. I just have to tell this one story. A friend of ours, when they were early on dating, had asked her partner, like, hey, do you want to, like, you come over and make dinner tonight? And homie pulled up with bags from Gristedes. And she said she just saw the bags and started sobbing. Just like the bags alone were enough to make her just cry and be like, you failed before you began. And I think that's all we need to know about Gristedes.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't live in New York listening, it's like Gristedes is below what like Food Lion does to you. It straight up is just you go in that store and 35% of what's laid out there is rotted and nasty and old and it's dusty. Like it's really a foul place. And I'm not just saying it because this owner spoke out against Zohran. Gristedes is a foul grocery store, right?
You don't want to find yourself shopping for produce in a Gristedes.
Never, never. And like, if you want like a time machine to go see like what it was like in the late 80s, like go to Gristedes. It hasn't improved since the 80s.
I don't think maybe they haven't even turned over some of the food.
Yeah.
Like it may still be there.
They may still have cans from the 80s. It's that fucking decrepit. Yeah. And the billionaire owner of Gristedes, who's just been robbing people with decrepit produce all these years, was like, if Zohran gets elected, I can't survive. I'm going to have to sell Gristedes. I'm like, please.
Good. We're
please.
like, don't sell them. Just shut them down.
Shut them down.
Let somebody else. I rather a Whole Foods at this point. Like I'm like, put anyone else in there.
Yeah, Whole Foods is better because at least it has nothing on the shelf.
Yeah.
You know, it just has nothing on the shelf. As opposed to rotted shit.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, please take yourself out. Like, we would love for Zohran to be elected and for you to go away.
Yeah.
That would actually make the city so much more enjoyable for everyone involved.
Yeah, if someone actually wanted to compete against Zohran, they could just be like, I'm shutting down the Gristedes. I'd be like, that's a pretty good platform too. Like, I'm going to shut down Gristedes.
Either way, Gristedes gets shut down, please.
Yeah, whatever happens after this election, shut down Gristedes. But it's been funny because people are like, big business is going to leave New York. I'm like, please leave New York. Like, since Virgin Megastore moved to Union Square, nothing has been good. And so it's just like all the big businesses should leave, and then all the small vendors can come up. You can have a middle class again. Like, New York was excellent without big business.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I experienced in New York without big business, but a girl can dream.
I mean, I remember Union Square before the Virgin Megastore. And then now you even miss it because at least with the Virgin Megastore, there were dudes outside with CDs like, you like hip hop? You like hip hop? And so like the Virgin Megastore allowed for small business to happen underneath it.
Now there's just people like, we will boost your post for 99 cents.
Yeah. Now there's just that like
scan the QR code
explosion in the building and the numbers running.
Yeah, what has anyone ever confirmed what the numbers mean? Because I've heard a lot of theories and I'm like, what are the numbers?
Yeah, I don't know what that thing is. It's just like a crater and numbers. And I was like, maybe this is an activation from Independence Day, the film, you know?
Yeah, they've just left here.
They just left it here.
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah. I'm excited for Zohran, and I'm excited if big businesses want to leave.
Yeah.
But that's always funny when that's the threat. Like, we're gonna stop doing terrible business and robbing you. You know, like, that's cool.
All right.
You know, like, I love lower rents and like more personal businesses.
Totally. I mean, it's one of the things I try so hard. I mean, even now, just when you have a kid, it's like there's so much stuff you need all the time, especially as he gets older. And I try so hard to like it's not Amazon. I'm like, I will go to the dollar store. I will literally go. I'm like, in New York, I really try to make a point to go anywhere besides like a Dwayne Reed or a CVS or a Target. I'm like, is there anywhere else I can get the things that I need and not support the corporations?
The one big business I probably support is Dunkin' Donuts because I honestly have not found much good coffee in New York. It's sad. Like, I really hope people just rise up and make better coffee in New York.
Yeah, I don't get it.
There's like, I don't know why it's so hard for the baristas here, but like there's bad coffee. Like La Colombe might be one of the best.
Here's my take on moving back to New York. Shitty coffee, way too many dogs. We need to get rid of the dogs and bring back the coffee.
That is the end of the free preview of this week's episode. For the full paid version, please consider becoming a paid subscriber on our Substack, Canal Street Dreams. Thank you.